Hi guys, that's me, Robbie from EnglishOmni.com, and today I'm bringing you another English idiomatic expression so that you can learn it, memorize it, and use it in your daily conversations, right? And it's paramount to your fluency improvement. If you're anything serious about your overall fluency improvement, it's paramount to practice your spoken English on a daily basis, and especially if you haven't got anyone else to talk with. Make sure to speak with yourself for at least 20-30 minutes a day, and that way it'll definitely develop your ability to verbalize your thoughts, And today's expression is to cross one's mind, but you won't ever use it in this particular form, to cross one's mind, so learn it in context and say things like it crossed my mind, or it just crossed my mind, use it in a natural way, the way you're going to use it in real life, because there's no point in learning the standard version to cross one's mind if you're not going to use like that. And there's a chance, you're actually running the risk of hampering your fluency if you learn all those words in that particular arrangement, to cross one's mind, so whenever you'll be wanting to use this phrase, those words to and one's will probably interfere with other words in your head. So it's best to learn it in context. Just come up with a sentence. Say, for instance, it just crossed my mind that, and followed by your example, right? And learn that particular sentence so that you can actually use it in real life. Because that's how you would most likely use this phrase. Oh, it just crossed my mind. And here's what this phrase means. It basically means that you just thought of something. Something just came into your mind, something just popped up in your mind. Some idea or some forgotten fact, depending on what the situation is. And here's an example, right? Say, for instance, you are gluing wallpaper onto your walls into your house, right? And you're laying down the wallpaper on the floor and applying glue, and then lifting the wallpaper up and sticking it onto the wall. But there's some glue left on the floor, and you've messed up all the floor, basically. You've been stepping into the glue, and it's all dirty, and now you have to wash the floor, but the glue has solidified and it's kind of messy and you don't really know how to clean it. And your wife comes in and she starts accusing you of not doing the thing properly, and she says, why couldn't you put the newspapers underneath the wallpaper? Didn't you think of it before? And then as an explanation, you can say the phrase, well, it actually did cross my mind, but I didn't have newspapers at hand at that moment. I just couldn't find them, so I just went ahead and put down a wallpaper on the floor and started applying the glue, because I wanted to get on with the job and didn't want to wait for any longer. You weren't here, and I'm sorry, but you'll just have to wash it up. You'll just have to mop up the floor, and it's not going to take you too long anyway. So I'm sorry about that, but it's just something that has to be done, right? So you use this phrase in this particular situation as an excuse, as an explanation. Yes, it did cross my mind, which means that, yes, you thought of it, but there was no way you could do whatever occurred to you, so you just didn't do it, right? And here's another example. And you can also use this phrase whenever you have an idea. For example, you're thinking over some sort of a problem, you're at work, and you and your work colleague are thinking over how to format a file on the computer so that you can print it out properly. And the Excel file just can't be formatted right, There are too many columns and rows and merged cells and all that, and you're thinking of the best layout. And then all of a sudden you can exclaim, listen, it just crossed my mind that we could merge the two cells up here And then all of a sudden the whole layout becomes much more simpler, and then we can make these columns narrower and the whole table is going to fit into a single page. How about that idea? So you started a sentence by, it just crossed my mind, which means I just had an idea. That idea just came into my mind, right? So it just crossed my mind. It's just another way of saying that you just thought of something. So, to make sure that you can use this particular idiomatic expression in your daily conversations, please repeat it a good few times, memorize it. Make sure to use it a few times over the next few days in your spoken English practice sessions. And thanks for watching this video, my friends, and see you soon in another video episode. Thanks and bye.